Hey, everybody. It is Feed Your Brain Friday and Feel Better Now Friday. I've been thinking all day, what did I want to talk about? And I decided that I would talk about something that you could do today. It doesn't cost you anything. Actually, there's a couple things you could do today that's going to cost you nothing to help you feel better. The first one is breathing. When you're feeling uptight, you can breathe for free, right? And there's a certain way to breathe to allow yourself to relax naturally. You want to get a diaphragmatic breath in rather than a chest breath because up here it's that fight or flight breath. It's very shallow, right? If you see your shoulders moving up and down, that means you're in a fight or flight breath. If you breathe down here diaphragmically, that's what allows you to relax naturally. Now, when I work with my clients as a hypnotherapist, first thing I do is teach them how to breathe correctly because a lot of times we've forgotten. If you've seen a little baby breathe, they breathe, belly breathe. And then somehow when we start to stand up and get tall, grow up, we breathe. A lot of times we start breathing shallow. So that's the first thing I want you to do is just to be aware. How are you breathing? When you start to feel uptight or anxious, focus in on your breathing. And the best way to do it, well, there's several different ways, but one of the ways is to breathe in through your nose as if you're smelling a rose, right? So, and then blow out as if you are blowing out bubbles. And I just watched my shoulders move up. That's funny. So breathe in through your belly and in like a note with your nose, like a rose, and out like you're blowing out bubbles. And by focusing in on it, you're going to teach yourself to breathe diaphragmically, which gets that vagus nerve engaged. That vagus nerve is the biggest nerve in your central nervous system. Its job is rest and digest. So that's the first thing you can do. Number one. The second thing is realizing how much power you have in your own thoughts. Now, if I asked you if you've been around little children, you realize they are so good at imagining, right? I was at a conference last weekend and I brought up, if you have little children or if you are a grandparent, you know the game. What is it? The floor is lava, right? I play that a lot with my granddaughters. It's like the floor is lava, right? And also you have to jump up on furniture or get your feet off the ground because the floor is lava. And to them, it's almost like it really is, right? That's how amazing their imagination is. Now, it's so much fun to play with children because they have this great imagination. They can make anything be anything they want. Now, if I asked you as an adult, do you still imagine? Is your imagination still strong? And a lot of people are like, no, it's not. You lose it as a kid and then you grow up, you be this adult. But what about when I ask you, what happens when you get a little thought, your imagination takes over, spirals you into the future, into those what ifs? What if this happens? What if that happens? And those what ifs become so real that we become afraid of this future thing that's coming because we've created this imagination so powerfully that it's almost like it is going to happen no matter what, right? But if I asked you from here back to far as you can remember, how many of those things actually come to pass exactly the way you imagine them? Just think about that for a minute. What percentage of those what if negative stories in the future actually come to pass? And I bet you, as you think about it, you're going to realize that it's pretty small amount. The percentage is really small. Sometimes it's like 0 of those things actually come to pass, right? And what happens is you get this little thought, spirals you into the future. You create this negative story, this what if, right? That's where anxiety comes from. And it's wasted energy. Now, the same thing is you can spiral into the past. That's where depression comes from. You can't change the past, but you can learn from it. What happens is when you've got these past things in your life and you haven't cleared them, or you haven't worked through them, or you're still carrying all that excess energy, that excess emotion, right? So it makes it feel like it's just happened yesterday. That's also wasted energy. Guys, the only place that you are positive and powerful and strong is in the present moment, right here in the middle, right here in this very second of your life. That's where your energy is. That's where your strength is. That's where love is. That's where joy is. That's where confidence, peace, all those positive qualities that make our life what it is in this present moment. Now, it's easy to spiral into the future. It's easy to spiral into the past. But you have the power to take control of your thoughts and bring it back to the present moment. Now, I was listening to this book the other day by Dr. Joe Vitale. And it was about, it's the secrets of wealth or something like that. And he talks about the what if up. So when we create this story, this what if and it's negative, that's a what if down. But when you think of it differently, as in the what if up, what would it look like if you allowed yourself to imagine these what if ups, the positive things that could be coming in your future, and look at your life differently? What are you grateful for? And allow that to be your what if ups. That's pretty cool. I like that. I thought that was very powerful. And I wanted to share it with you. The other thing I wanted to share with you that he said is the same thing I'm talking about now. So, like I said, when you allow your imagination to take over and you spiral into the future, right? That's where anxiety comes from. You spiral in the past. That's where depression comes from. And when you feel yourself spiraling, you can bring it back and say, right here, right now, I'm fine. The spirals in the past, right here, right now, I am just fine. The other thing you can do is touch something. So touch something in your house or around. So like if I touch something that says, be here now. Be here now. Bring yourself back to the present moment right here, right now. Rather than spiraling into the future that hasn't even happened, may not even happen. Just remember that. Be here now. It'll bring you right back to the present moment. What you focus on grows. When you focus on all the negative that's in your life, you're going to look for more negative, right? Your subconscious says, well, I guess that's what this person wants to focus on. This is important to them. So I'm going to look for justification to feel that way. And I'm looking for more things to be negative about. If you take that same energy and you change and you think about, what are you grateful for? What is some things that are happening in your day that are great, that are worth celebrating? The sun is up. I'm breathing. I'm alive. Whatever that looks like. But the more you look for the positive, the more your subconscious is going to say, well, wait a minute, that's important. So I'm going to start to find justification of why I can be happy and positive. So crazy, guys. So amazing. Now, if this is is this hard a concept for you, then you know what? Reach out to me. Let's get on a free call. I'm Shelly Jo with Shelly Jo Hypnoaminos. I'm a certified hypnotherapist, certified addiction recovery mental health nutrition coach, specializing in amino acids. There are some other tools that you can use to take back your life, take control of your brain, body, and emotions. Reach out to me. Let's get on a free strategy call and help you find the life that you're looking for. Meantime, guys, keep smiling. Make it a fabulous weekend. Life matters. Your life matters. Mwah. Bye. Have a great day.